Hey guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about the right time to start and a little bit about your thoughts about the right time to start a business. Um, there's never a right time. There's never a right time. Um, any time is a right time, really, and it's something you should think about carefully. It's really about when time allows, when you have the energy. When your family, your spouse, or whatever is set and ready to, give you the determination and the support that you need. But it's really about being in the right mental state, being motivated to go ahead and take that risk, accomplish something. There's not a lot of people who want to do it because the risks are so big. So remember, I was in investment banking. And I've sold a SaaS company. I've been involved in startups. I'm also a VC scout, so I have a little bit of experience. And one thing I've learned is that people get disappointed very easily when things don't go well. But that's all part of the process. That's all part of the learning process. Building a startup is like I don't know, you test and try. I don't know what to compare it to, but what you're going to notice is that you're going to get better. You're going to get better and better and better at it. It's not just going to happen overnight. The first one probably won't work, but you're going to be better at talking to investors. You're going to be better at raising venture capital, at getting your user acquisition, building a product to the most minimal thing you can do to get revenue, to get your first customer, even if it's a splash page. The point is to get the least amount possible before least investment, before you go ahead and throw money at it, because everyone thinks, oh, I need money, I'm just going to throw money at this idea. But that's not the case. It's not just about money. It's about, of course, having good networking, having good pilots. It does help. If, for example, when we built on a on-demand fuel business, a pilot at Daimler, which is Mercedes-Benz, it really did help. So Daimler kind of, it was a great way to get ourselves out there, to get in front of people and stuff like that. And also to start a pilot, to get our kind of name and brand and start creating some revenue. So actually, it was plug and play. We joined kind of a plug and play to kind of help us with that pilot, and they were in control of helping us with that pilot. But it's really about getting yourself out there, as well as working on the product and not throwing money, getting the skeleton of the product out before you go ahead and throw money, throw time. If the business is not working, it's not working. The way we tested, for example, an on-demand fuel business was we went around and we talked to fuel depot managers. Would this solution be interesting for you? Would it not be interesting for you? What does the solution help you with? And then looked at the financials and then came to the conclusion, hey, this on-demand fuel business may work. A digital marketing business, for example, if you're building a digital marketing business, it doesn't matter, for example, that there are competitors. Sometimes having competitors are okay, and it's beneficial, and it's okay to have competitors. There's absolutely nothing wrong. So don't see them as a kind of bad thing. Although in Europe we were the first on-demand fuel business, so it was a bit tricky, with financials and whether it was going to work. But anyway, I hope this gives you some insight into, kind of, whether you're afraid of doing it, whether you're nervous, whether you think, hey, what, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? You never know unless you take the leap. It's definitely more risky than working. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you there. It is extremely risky to build a company, and it's much more challenging, but the rewards are greater. You know, the rewards are much greater than, for example, working in corporate. So I don't know what to tell you. I think I've given you a bit of insight and my thoughts into the benefits and, you know, the positives and what I think, and for being in entrepreneurship for the last 10 years, have a little bit of insight. But you know, if you are starting a YouTube channel, TikTok channel, you just have to be consistent, for example. Anyway, until next time, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and for more insight. Take care.